Hello and welcome to this amazing video. We are going to talk about a very colorful day. Thank you so much. We are recording this video on 17th of June 2022. I started scripting at 10 o'clock, 10 p.m. Now it's 10:30, so it took like good time to start recording this one video. Anyways, so 4 ways of creating ideal day routine. So the other day I was recording something called 6 steps to creating your ideal routine day. Ideal great day or a cool day. Then I spoke about 5 mistakes while creating an ideal day, the productive strategies. Here we are going to talk about 4 ways, and the next video that I'm going to record it for you is 5 reasons you need to be having an ideal day. So talking about that, thank you so much, welcome, and let's dive into the comparatively shorter video. I just want to share my ways, like how can I have learned over a period of time from a lot of people and how did I started crafting it. Now point number 1 is going to be charting time into 30 minutes. So when you are creating a timeline of your day, when you're creating an ideal day, so think of your day as 30 minutes of a cycle, not a cycle, 30 minutes of components. In an hour you've got like 2 components, 30 minutes. In 5 hours you've got like 10 components. In like 24 hours you've got like double of it. So when you think about 30 minutes, when you're charting it down into 30 minutes, okay, and this is what generally happens is when you're doing it for 30 minutes, anything less than 30 minutes slightly becomes unproductive for you. Slightly. Okay. If you're scrolling too much on the phone, which is like when you're creating, when they're tracking and stuff, that 30 minutes, like within 30 minutes, you just put a line. Like 10 minutes gone here, 10 minutes gone there, 10 minutes gone there. When that happens, you know where the time is going on. When the time is going away. So when you have like 30 minutes, okay, do something for 30 minutes. If you're not doing for 30 minutes, it becomes slightly unproductive. So it's like there's a huge context to what I'm saying. So there's like charting time into 30 minutes of components. This next one is it's more on the same lines, but then you can also, the another way of you doing it is like a charting something for an hourly basis. Okay, I'm going to do for an hour. Anything that I'm going to do in less than an hour becomes a slightly not productive, but then you need to be working out, you need to be taking shower, you need to be having food, you need to be taking food and groceries and all those cool things. But then when you make your ideal day, it's like from 5 to 6 I'm going to do this, 6 to 7 I'm going to do this, 10 to 11 I'm going to do this. So you have like in an hour you can have like 4 things to do, and each thing can have a specific time. So you can do 30 minutes, an hour, or the third point over here is starting time into 3 hours. What I do is I do the second one, and the fourth one I should do back in the day. So third one is starting time to 3 hours. Okay, from 3 to 6 what I'm doing, from 5 to 8 what I'm doing, like is it meetings, yeah, prayers, or like whatever that is. So you can chart down things into 3 hour basis. Like so in 3 hours, how many hours do you have in 3 hours? Like how many components do you have in a 3 hours? How many components here will be based on what are the things you're doing. Okay, in 3 hours I'm going to like 10 different things. Okay, great. What are those 10 things? How much time do they need 10 to? So when you pick the day, now you've got like 24 components in point number 2, charting in time into 24 components. You can just list down 24 components of the day. When it comes to point number 1, okay, you've got like 30 minutes. So 30 minutes, 24 hours into 2, that's like 48 hours, 48 components of this. Like what are the components of the day? Components are nothing, the macro elements of the day. So most of the time you're going to sleep, 8 hours you're going to sleep, or 7 hours you're going to sleep. Okay, rest of the components, what are they for? The fourth one is something that I've learned from Ed Milet. He talks about mini days or micro days. I don't exactly remember what he says, but then he likes to divide his day into 3 to 4 categories. What I do is I divide that into 3 categories. So the first category stays for 8 hours. I used to do this, don't do this anymore. I used to do this, very productive. 8 hours is your day 1, 8 hours is your day 2, 8 hours is day 3. So typically 8 hours are going into your sleep. So 1/3 of the day is going on your sleep. Okay. So what about the rest of the 2 parts of it? And again, more angle, if you see, more on the lines of when you're working out. Say you are working on yourself, you have your praise on a daily basis, you've got your family time, you need to be going out to do things. Generally, typically these takes the 8 hours. You're journaling, you're journaling, taking shower, working out, like being with friends, calling up friends, whatever that is, spending time with family. That's really great. The rest of the 8 hours, what are you doing? Cool. So when you divide that into the macro 3 elements, we see, okay, this part is going here, this part is going there. Okay, what about this part? Okay, where are my product? Now, when we talk about these 4 angles, you can do all this at once or you can take like step-by-step process of it. You can just start with, okay, what are the 3 parts? Okay, first 8 hours I'm going to take care of my sleep. Then I'm going to sleep for 8 hours. 8 hours I'm going to take care of myself, journey, workout, all things that's related to, for me to grow, like learning, teaching, and all this. 8 hours is completely will be like coaching part of it, like building a business, working, going for a job, corporate world studies, whatever that is, like that type of. So the sleeping part, the productive, the sleeping, I have to categorize into 3. The sleeping part of it, the personal development part of it, the growth part of it, like the money business part of it, the finance part of it. So that brings us to the conclusion of these 4 ideas, these 2 ways you can do things. The next video I'm going to record is 5 reasons why you need to be making an ideal day, because you need to be making an ideal. It helps you be more productive. That's what I'm going to talk about in that video, like 5 reasons. So thank you so much for making this video part of your day. May peace and blessings be upon you and your loved ones. See you there.